Disclaimer. We are idiots and our words mean nothing outside of the context of a stupid, dumb bit. Fuck off, FBI.
Fuck off, bitches. Come on, 5, 4,
Yeah?
3.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh! Yeah.
Welcome to the Nice to Say podcast, where if you ain't got nothing nice to say, you
Come
can
say it
come
with us.
say it with us.
Go fuck yourself.
Or that. Welcome. We got one hell of a show.
T-Dog.
There he is.
We just finished busting. We got to recharge. I'm Jaden.
And I'm Prophet. What's up, everybody?
All of that is staying in. No. Kidding.
So yeah, we've got some interesting conversation starters today, and I think I'm gonna get it cracking with in a survival situation. What wilderness terrain would you most want to survive in? And then as a second part,
okay,
what wilderness terrain would you least want to survive in? But to be clear,
so easy money, and I think we even have a general answer.
To be clear, we're not including urban environments,
right?
Specifically wilderness.
Right.
Okay.
So check it out. I'm gonna just go ahead and take the ball on this one and run away with it. I think forest would probably be the ideal place to have to survive, with an abundance of materials and an abundance of creatures. You know, not just animals, but insects and other things. Like, you're not going to run out of food. You're not going to run out of shelter.
What kind of forest?
So
there are whole different regions with different kind of shit going on.
So I was just going to specify that obviously a rainforest would be a little more difficult. Like anywhere more humid, I think is going to be more difficult, which kind of leads into the worst place, which I personally think is out in open water.
Okay. Honestly, I hadn't even thought about open water as like an option for survival. I feel like that's a death sentence.
Yeah.
I mean, it is
sandbar.
That's
you're
the
fucked.
whole thing is like, even if you're just in like a canoe, you know what I mean? Even if you're floating on a door, there is still a possibility of survival. And there are things you can do to help aid said survival. So
sure.
Holding an oar, like, I took a left turn at ocean. I don't know.
But that's my point, is like, when you can't see land and you've just felt raw sun beating down on you for as long as it's been out, like, I think that's just a point where you want to give up. Maybe you don't want to continue.
Here, is it theoretically possible that you're able to survive? Sure. Ain't gonna happen, bud. You're fucking doodled.
That is a stroke of luck situation.
This ain't a fucking movie, dog.
No, that's what I'm saying, is like, I really genuinely think open water probably the worst.
Okay,
even in a desert,
if we're including open water, I think that's hands down the worst. I don't think that's even arguable. So I wasn't considering open water.
Fair.
And so I think, like, if we go to a place where it's possible to survive, I think that would be a more interesting conversation. But yeah, open water. I mean, if we're also going open water, outer space. Other than that,
I see where you're going, but I can't think of anyone who's been trapped in outer space on accident. I know quite
That's
a
true.
few people who've been trapped in open water on accident.
Weren't there like just recently 2 fucking astronauts that were supposed to be up for like 2 weeks and went up for like a year
Or something like that, yeah.
ended up stuck up there for like a year.
Because there was a malfunction of something.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty fucked. But I mean, just if you like got cut off completely, no spaceship, that is the most fucked.
If you got uppied just too voraciously.
Yeah. In a black hole might be the worst wilderness experience.
See, okay. I was going to bring that up when you said space. Is that technically wilderness?
So I think...
How's that work?
Now, hold on. I think we're going to have to drop the ball here, kids. Because I feel like once we leave our terrestrial zone, we are no longer talking about wilderness.
It's not exactly wild.
I don't know. What is
I would even qualify
right?
that under the ocean doesn't count as wilderness because it is inexplorable. It's basically out of bounds as far as we're concerned.
Okay, so I'll
get a breath of that.
Okay, let's just narrow it down to land, wilderness terrain,
a land mass without human fucking.
Yeah, you're in the wild.
Yeah,
there's no one around.
Go with arid desert would be
wherever
my
you're
final
at.
Worst.
Yeah, I think that's definitely up there for worst. So for me, the best I think is either going to be I'm looking for meadow, riverside, surrounded by woods.
The Shire.
Right, so a forest.
If I could just...
Yeah, but I mean, like...
That's essentially a forest.
Glade.
Maybe you're in a
glade.
Clearing,
like
a glade. Okay.
Like, I'm thinking like in between forest and like
Plains.
Prairie or plains.
Yeah.
There's like, not crazy trees, but there are trees, and there's bushes with berries.
Yeah.
And shit like that. But the river is the most important. I'll take crazy woods versus prairie with no river.
Okay.
The river, I think, is like the most important part of this because fresh water.
It's really, really difficult to survive without a fresh water source like that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to drink my pee.
The life straw shit is bullshit. The filtering through grass is bullshit.
I don't want to dig a hole, pee in a circle, and put the cup, and then do the thing. No, just a river, flowing water. I'll take harsh terrain over somewhere nice without flowing water.
So just sorry.
And what's your worst?
I think tundra.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I think really fucking snow, like Antarctica, or maybe the Arctic. Probably the Arctic, because I don't think Antarctica has polar bears. Antarctica could get colder, I'm not sure, but they don't have fucking polar bears.
Well, and I do have to say, there is something to be said for the extreme cold. It is way harder to survive in that kind of an environment than like any other temperature.
Yeah. And you get crazy sun too.
Yeah, right. So like you get
all the
problems of being in a desert, but now it's also super cold. And like
the only advantage is you have like a fresh water source if you can get heat.
Yeah.
Right.
But
If you can get heat, but everything is soaked, and even though fucking possible wood that you could chop down is like so densely
Inundated.
fucking
Yeah, it's
Dripping.
just a fucking nightmare.
So I'd say. Oh, sorry.
Though I do also like the idea of like building a snow cave. But again,
like
if
know
I
it's a
have the
survival thing,
energy,
but igloos
because
are-
you know, I mean, you would have to have tools for that. Yeah, you're fucked. You're fucked. You're fucked. I honestly, I'd almost I'd rather be in a desert, and I hate heat. I cannot do heat. I am a fat white man. I do not do heat. I much prefer colder weather, but like the fucking tundra,
Dude, that is a different kind of cold.
Yeah.
Why do you think the gulags are so scary, dude? That's real shit.
Yeah.
That's why there's a difference between cold and freezing.
Yeah.
We've got warm and hot. We've got cold and freezing.
Yeah, some people like hot. Not many people
I'm
like
fine
freezing.
with warm. I don't like hot. I'm fine with cold. I don't like freezing. You know?
Yeah. No, I am not a moose. That is very clear. You know, there's a lot of things I question about life and myself. Not a moose.
Out of the things, not that.
I've gone through 34 years of life, and I can fucking confidently determine not a moose.
If nothing else.
Yeah, I've got no clue what gender is going on here, but I'm not a moose. Know that.
Not a moose.
Hold on. Okay, yeah, not a moose.
Yeah, for sure not a moose.
There's something going on, though.
I had to check the antler.
You know, could be another animal.
I'm
Not
either
a
turning
fucking-
into Daniel Radcliffe or I'm a moose, guys. I'm sorry.
Not a moose.
Horns or
I
whatever.
fucking love horns. Shout out my horns fans. He took his dick out on stage one time. All right.
Shit was fire.
He
So
did.
I think if I
With
had
a
to
horse. With a horse.
Yeah, Equus. Fuck yeah, dude. Fucking. If I had to choose, I think I would go with like a coastal. Forests are a really good place to survive, and I love that you started with it because honestly, it's dense foliage.
Are you going redwood? Are you going redwood?
So I'm gonna go coastal forest.
Okay.
Where you've got a beach, you've got the source of food that is an open ocean, but there's also water sources that lead into that from the forest.
Okay.
So you could find fresh water if you fucking dig in. There's fucking caves from recent.
So like a California forest.
Like a coastal forest. Yeah. It bumps up against a beach, but there's a dense forest here. You know?
We've got up in Washington, we've got epic versions of that.
I want to find a dope cave near a river that I can look out onto the ocean that I got to go down the hill for. You know, like
yeah.
You
Okay, that's
gotta put
pretty
your hand in
cool.
the one bear's pocket.
I do want to say prairie with river. Pretty fucking solid number 2 for me.
that would be sick. Yeah.
And I think
With anywhere with a river is probably top tier.
no, not a fucking jungle. No.
Well,
You
fuck
can
a
put me-
rainforest. They
You
got
put
rivers.
me in the Amazon River, I'm fucked. I'm fucking
whatever Brazil's got going on.
Yeah, I'll try.
I just
But
think
you'll end up with blisters day one. It's horrible. It's horrible.
yeah, but even there, I feel like if we're talking about raw survivability chance, you still have a higher chance in somewhere like the Amazon than, say, the dead center of Death Valley, or you know what I mean?
Yeah. Not by much, but yeah.
Percentage, sure.
You're like if you're alone,
Yeah.
like
That's what I pictured in all these situations. You just ended up there. You know,
there's a few key factors that you also have to include.
Right.
In a desert, way easier to be found. In a jungle, not gonna be found.
So, except for the open water situation, I was assuming that being found wasn't really an option because that more relies on luck, and we're talking about survivability.
Yeah, but I mean, I think it's a factor to consider.
Well, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
It's not a
the
main
chance
factor.
to be rescued is a factor for
It
sure.
makes it the best or the least based on that factor as well.
I think that would be a tiebreaker. I think
that's
that would
part
be
of
a
the reason I like.
tiebreaker.
Oh,
I think that would be a tiebreaker, and I think it's something to at least consider.
I
You
think
are
that's
not
part of the
being
reason I think
found
the
in a
coast-
jungle.
Yeah.
You can light the fire if you want to. They're not finding you.
You spell something out on a sandbar, somebody might find it.
Yeah, you make like you find like a bunch of dead shit and you build a tower in the desert. A flying plane can see that.
Some will figure it, yeah.
Not in the jungle.
No,
You're fucked.
if you can
You're
find
fucked
a way
up.
to start a fire in the Amazon,
You can. Doesn't matter. You would have to burn the whole fucking Amazon to the ground. Like you would
Chris
need
said,
to
I'm
burn.
being found.
in a survival situation,
Good luck.
there are no demerits.
Try it. Without gas, like without a shitload of gasoline, try setting a fucking rainforest on fire. Go ahead.
It's so wet.
It's so wet, dude. It's so humid. It's so shitty.
Wet. That's
It's
why
so
I want
shitty.
a forest over a jungle, is because humidity fucking drains your energy.
Yeah. And then there's insects from hell.
And reptiles that can just chill because they don't need the sun to be warm and fucking...
And like ants this big to eat flesh.
Eating your taint.
Yeah.
Just sneak up your pant leg
It's
and...
hell. I've watched a lot of survival shows, and let me tell you, like some of the guys are like tundra is better than jungle. Like that's what they've said. I don't think that's possible, but that's what some of these people have said.
Well, now you got to figure these guys are also like setting up a backpack beforehand and like reading into the area and shit.
It depends on the show.
No, I know, but they all do previous research, whether or not
yeah,
they
of
say
course.
they do.
Yeah, well, and
That's what I'm saying.
they're
Like,
and they're experienced.
Exactly. Like I kind of just figured you got knocked on the back of the head, and now you woke up in the middle of the desert.
Yeah.
You
You got kicked out of the back of a plane, and you woke up here,
or whatever.
Fucking,
Right. Yeah. No. 100%.
This was Sparta. And now you're here.
That is what I'm thinking too. I'm just saying, the closest we've got is people that have
These experienced
survived.
dudes say, "Fuck a jungle."
Yeah, they're like, no.
I have such a hard time believing that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. I have a hard time believing that it's worse than the tundra, but I know it's not pleasant.
Yeah. So tundra would suck, but I feel like if you just keep walking that way, you might end up out of tundra. What about those islands that are completely made out of fucking slow volcano emission that are just a circle of black in the middle of an ocean with nothing growing on them? And fucking, you're just trapped on that shit.
Yeah, that'd be pretty horrifying.
Or like let's go icy, and you're just on a fucking platform made of ice that formed over the last 10 years in the middle of nothing,
Wait, more ice? You do realize we're losing ice.
Huh?
No new ice has been formed in 10 years.
Well, no. Broken off, I guess.
Okay.
Let's go with broken
fair
off.
enough. Fair
And
enough.
I just mean there's nothing on this ice, and except for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Floating in the middle of water that you cannot swim in.
Take so on the island and on the ice. I mean, it depends on what you have with you. You do have a chance of getting fish.
Yeah. No, that's fair.
In the tundra,
So
there's no fish.
I do have to pause it because when you were bringing up the survivalists, it made me think, well, in something like a trapped in the desert situation or trapped in the tundra or even on a block of ice, it's really just you versus the environment. It's not like you don't have to worry about ants coming up and eating your taint while you're trying to sleep. You don't have to fucking, this snake isn't going to try and coil around you while you're fucking hunting something else. It's you and the environment. That's it. That's everything. And if you can figure your way around that, then you're good.
But
There's
tundra has polar bears.
That has an undetermined personality you have to figure out. You know what I mean? Like, I kind of do see the logic in why
the
jungle
is horrifying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck a rainforest.
Only for the simple fact of there's too many factors.
Yeah.
Like, there's too many other creatures doing other things.
Everything out there can also kill you.
Yeah.
On a
and
bear
they're trying to actively. Like,
yes.
Right.
Everything out there.
Yeah.
Everything out there wants you dead.
Even a polar bear, is a 50-50 shot. Is he hungry? Like these things
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if he's hungry or not. He will.
Do they just kill people
They're
like that?
really defensive.
Yeah. They
and
they will follow you. They will follow you for miles. They are evil fuckers. They look cute in the zoo. Not cute. Dead. You're dead. You see a polar bear 10 miles that way. He's seen you, been hunting you for 30 miles, and you're fucked. It might not be tonight. It might not be tomorrow. You will be eaten.
Wait,
He can move faster than you can.
Yes.
Really?
Polar bears climb. Polar bears swim. Polar bears dig through snow.
Three things that a human can't do here.
Polar bears will they can smell you for fucking eons. You're fucked. You see a polar bear, you're fucked. Unless you have ammunition, real, not a 9mm. You need big guns.
Yeah, no, like bear rifles and shit.
Bear rifles.
So let me pour out half of this glass, right? We've got a glass half empty now. Which is the best of these terrible places to give up in? Because I feel like giving up in the tundra seems pretty easy. Giving up on a barren island seems hard.
Well,
you just lay down and you're there for a few days as your body starts shutting down, or you freeze.
I mean, if you're on an island, you can just drown yourself.
To drat, yeah, you could just stop swimming, yeah.
Yeah, you could just jump off a cliff.
Yeah,
if there's a cliff, or just go out and then just.
I gotta say, man, I want to be rocked to baby bye. I wanna lay on a fucking rock in the middle, or not a rock, obviously, but hell, a door, just to use my reference earlier. I just want to lay on a door until I don't feel anymore. Being rocked to sleep gently for 72 hours or whatever. I'm so down.
Oh,
on a plane of ice.
Sure, that'd be cool. Literally.
So I mean, I don't know, man. I feel like the real argument is going to be between tundra desert, and I mean it depends on what desert you're talking about. I feel like Death Valley is definitely better than the tundra.
Yeah.
Even though it's hotter, there's more shit.
Yeah.
It's easier to deal with too, I think.
I think if you're talking about parts of the Sahara where it's just sand dunes and then little fucking evil wasp spider things
Yeah.
and
For
shitty
miles.
snakes and those little like sand viper bullshits, and that's it. That's all that's there. That
Hopefully you get it quick.
I'm still kind of going for tundra being the worst, but
I could agree with that. I could go in with you on tundra being the worst.
Ooh.
If we're not counting open water.
Yeah, if we're not counting open water. Open water is the worst. Hands down.
Period.
It's not even a conversation.
Just pray for quick death at that point, you know.
Jesus.
Like, yeah, you put the flare.
I never understood that in Castaway. He's on this fucking island, and then he builds a shit raft and is like, fuck it, I need to be found. You're gonna be found on the island.
Yeah, why would you
start
leave
a
the fucking
fire?
island?
You know what I mean? Like what are you doing?
What the
This
fuck?
isn't goddamn Kingdom Hearts. You're not gonna sail away to your fate. What the fuck are you doing? Start a fire. Get some
and you
food.
lost Wilson, you dumb fuck. Your best friend.
Your best
What a
friend.
fucking trash can. I hate Tom Hanks. No, I'm kidding.
I love Tom Hanks, and that movie was great, but what a shit decision.
Yeah, no, honestly, he made some bad calls, but I do love that movie.
Yeah, I mean,
Not a bad one.
you know, I guess you could say like he's literally insane by that point. So
Yeah.
you know, he's just like going nuts.
There's an infection really close to his brain. He tried to do fucking dentistry.
Only because he ran out of Molly.
Yeah, that was that one box. It was full of Molly.
He had a lifetime supply, but it ran out after 5 months. You don't know what happened.
Weird. All right, I think that's objectively answered. A forest with a river seems to be the best, and fuck a tundra.
Yeah, fuck a tundra.
Fuck a tundra.
Who's going next?
I thought I was last.
You're last. All right.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
it's all you.
This one's going to be a little odd. It's going to be a little subjective. But what are the requirements for considering an object to be a nightstand? I have used a lot of different random fucking things as nightstands, and I think I've got some criteria that I need on a piece of furniture to be a nightstand. A quote-unquote piece of furniture. Because I've used blow-up shit before. Like, it's been bad, but I need a spot for my phone charger, and I need a spot for my pockets to sit, my keys,
You've
my
used
fucking
blow-up
my
shit?
headphones. I've used blow-up shit. Stop me.
I said you use your sex doll as a nightstand.
Oh, have you not? They're always
Not
happy
yet.
to see you.
He uses my sex doll as a nightstand.
No,
They're always so excited to hold your phone for you.
You just stick it in the mouth.
Well, no, that's where the charger comes out. It comes in the butt and out the... so that you don't have to deal with cord issues.
I didn't know they connected. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's just hands and a face going, oh, out of the bottom of your bed.
See, there's 2 holes in every sex doll now. One for your peen and one for your vape.
It's just a hand. You don't even got you.
So what I do want to say before we actually get into this,
okay,
is that there's no proper full definition of really anything.
Yeah,
But
it's all what we connect to.
There's no way of saying of any definition that's going to be, you pick nightstand. There's no definition that's going to include everything that is a nightstand and exclude everything that isn't a nightstand. This is true for a table. This is true for any like single definition thing. The only thing you can do is just go to what is socially accepted as a nightstand, or what could we recognize as a nightstand.
So that's more what I'm talking is what do you look at next to a bed and go, that's a nightstand, and what do you look at next to a bed and go, why do you have this here?
So my thing, like,
if somebody walked into your space and saw the thing you charge your phone on, are they going to go, that's a nightstand? Or are they going to go, why do you have a weird little table?
I mean,
it's such a subjective question anyway.
If you use it as a nightstand, is it not a nightstand?
I think that's the question we're answering.
I was just going to posit, I think there's really two rules.
And I think you're correct.
I think there's really two rules that make up, in particular, a nightstand, right? And I think the rules are, one, it has to be within reach from your laying down spot, whatever that is, wherever that is. And I think it has to be the same height. So, for example, if your bed is, say, 2 feet off the ground, your nightstand then can't be like a half-foot box on the ground. You know what I mean? Because that's basically useless. You're not going to be able to reach anything. Now,
no, I disagree. I've never met a nightstand that's as big as a bed when the bed's like on a frame. The nightstand is always a foot or two lower. I think what you're going for, I like where you're going. I think the more specific thing is within, like what you said as within reach. It has to be within reach height-wise as well as width-wise.
Yeah, no, that's kind of what I was going for. Is it's not just a matter of distance from bed, but also height from end of bed. Because
but I don't think it has to be even. I don't think it has to be even with the bed.
I think that's more ideal, and maybe that's just me.
I think
Again,
that's
this
full
is all
opinion.
subjective.
Because I like mine lower. Because I go onto my side to reach at the nightstand, and that's a good angle for me to kind of.
Personally, when I wake up in the morning, the two things on my nightstand are my phone and my glasses. Well, I guess my vape's there too, but that's less important. Yeah. The first thing I reach for every morning is I look over and I look for the shine off of a clear thing. And that's what I know is my glasses. If I don't see that, I panic. Yeah. So for me, it's just more comfortable and more mentally assuring, I guess, when I can physically see the thing from wherever I happen to be laying.
So I, in general, don't like nightstands that are too close to the bed. I like them to be a fair distance and or low.
Yeah.
Not for the purpose of the nights. Well, for two purposes. One, it requires me to get up to get my phone. If it's away, and I don't just go grab my shit and then go back to sleep. I have to stand the fuck up and then make a decision about, do I want to live life today?
Here, hold on.
Otherwise, I'm not, because that forces me to wake up a little bit and make a decision.
No, I get that.
Am I going to live life today, or am I gonna crawl back into bed? Like,
It
what am
starts
I
your
fucking
system
doing?
with a choice of how the day is going to be.
Right.
Yeah.
So there's something to be said for that for sure.
Second reason why I don't like the nightstand right there, I'm a mobile sleeper. And especially if it's next to the bed and as tall as the bed, I've smacked my fucking head on a nightstand before, and I immediately got up and flipped it over.
So
Because that pissed me off. And so
I have a
never
lamp
again.
that I've had for a while with a charger on the base and fucking like the movable head so that you can light however you want and whatever.
A lamp?
And that has been my ride or die nightstand buddy for a long time because it fits my phone and my glasses perfectly without incident. And so the amount of times I've slapped into that motherfucker just knocked him all the way over, and he still works for me diligently every night because of nightstand placement and being the same and being too close, and it just doesn't work out. And I've got to have it about a half a foot away and taller than my bed.
Interesting. Taller.
Yeah. No, that's how I've got it currently. I'd rather it be shorter, but I don't have anything shorter than a mattress on the ground, and that's where Jaboy's life's at. So
yeah, fair enough. So what were you gonna say, Tor?
I don't know. I think all was said, honestly.
So what do we? So like,
I think my ideal, like I said earlier, is mostly just even with the bed and within arm's reach from where I'm laying. Like if I can't just kind of in my sleepy stupor go meh and see what time it is, because iPhone's great. I just tickle the screen a little and it lights up. Then I panic. I literally physically panic because I've had so many times where I'm waiting on my phone alarm and I wake up and I'm just chilling, and I try to go tap my phone and it doesn't turn on, or it turns on and my alarm's been going off for 3 hours with no audio, or any various number of issues.
Was it like last week?
Yes,
last week.
Literally.
I'm getting ready for work. I'm sitting right here, rolling, fucking readying myself, brushing my hair, and I hear do 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 from the upstairs hallway, and then down the stairs, and Tor, no shirt on, comes around the corner. What time is it?
Like I was in my boxers. I ran all the way down next to buck naked because I thought I was late for work.
What time is it? I said, it's blah, blah, blah. My phone got unplugged or something, dude. It's dead. And then he walks back up. I hear him cross back, and I'm pretty sure he goes the fuck back to sleep. Fucking out.
As soon as I realized my phone was charging and fine again, and it turned on, I was dead asleep.
Gone. But the panic sprint.
That's hilarious.
I mean, dude, if I thought I would have landed it, I would have just jumped down the 13 steps that we
just hear fucking
goes through the wall.
Just through the ceiling.
My shape.
Into his chair. What time is it?
No. Runs so here's the stairs, jumps, lands through the wall. Yeah, like a fucking coyote and roadrunner,
dude. If he went fast enough down those stairs, and God forbid something went down, he'd land in that closet.
Oh,
fucking
Tor in the closet.
What time is it?
Bleeding profusely, crumpled upside down.
I hope I'm not late for work. I know I just put a hole in the wall.
And my knee is backwards.
Well, and it's tile too, so there's no forgiveness.
No, it's all in.
It is carpet until the bottom floor, and then you are crumpled. Yeah.
Well, there goes all your practice for parkour.
Dude, that's the only way it could be better is if you fucking nervously yelled parkour as you went down the stairs. Parkour.
So I mean, honestly though,
nightstands though.
My what I normally use as a nightstand is either because I sleep in the living room, either on the couch or on the floor. So I used either I use the fireplace, either the mantle or the thing that goes around up on the floor. One of those two is where I put all my shit.
Well, but how are you supposed to lay in bed and scroll for 2 hours?
Then it just ends up on the floor.
I was not roasting you.
That felt pointed.
Oh no, I was trying to take the Zillennial angle. I don't know, man.
Motherfucker said on the phone for 2 hours.
I'll just wake up. Okay, so
okay. Then it just ends up on the floor. Then it either ends up on the floor or on the foot part of the fireplace.
Of the couch. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that too. But the fireplace, the bottom part of the fireplace is normally within reach.
Okay, I see you. So not the mantle, but the foot. I got you.
Yeah. But honestly, I think if you set up a pillow next to your bed, that counts as a fucking nightstand to me.
So I need somewhere solid for all my bits, man. I've got all these bits.
Yeah.
It's
if the pillow holds, or use a dog bed.
Well, you don't want to charge a device on something cloth. It heats it up.
Oh,
right.
Piss.
That's fair.
Look, buddy.
That's your opinion, man. I want my iPhone to last, and it'll only last the 3 years anyways.
Ever since the notes started exploding while charging, I have decided that I treat these things with care.
Okay. I mean, I just feel like
I sleep with a potential grenade 3 feet from my head. I'm treating it with care.
I'm just throwing birds into the mix.
It's not a grenade. It's not a grenade. At the highest,
I think it's a claymore at fucking minimum.
I think if it is a grenade, one, it's not going to kill you. And two, that is a fucking fully paid college right there. Are you kidding me? You got an iPhone, bud. You're paid. It's over. Here's the fucking they're
just suing the company. But I'm just saying it's not a very big explosion.
Yeah, it's not going to kill you. And cash out. Come on. Put it next to your head. So they got to repair some cosmetic stuff too.
Yeah,
that's expensive.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Oh, I will.
I'll just stay ugly and pocket the cash. Fuck.
She. Well, no. It's a cash settlement and.
Yeah.
They're paying for your medical bills and a cash settlement. Come on.
Yeah.
They don't want this going to trial.
Pain and suffering, bro. Pain and suffering. But yeah, so.
Okay.
Message.
I'm very loose on what counts as a nightstand. I think pretty much anything. I think if you have a designated spot on the floor, that's a nightstand.
Yeah. If you treat it as a spot to hold your shit while you're sleeping, I think it's a nightstand. Is kind of where I was coming at this question from. It is completely opinion. If you call this a nightstand, I think it is.
Yeah, I think
I just wanted the discourse to take its course, and I wanted to see what we all consider to be a nightstand.
Yeah, I think there's a difference between what is a nightstand and what is the ideal nightstand.
Right, of course. That's a whole other day. No.
Okay, okay, no, I'll take that.
But I think
that's why I worded it like this.
Essentially, it's just whatever you identify as a nightstand is a nightstand.
Okay.
I think it holds
Which comes back to like what I was saying earlier with like whatever you identify as a table is a table.
Yeah.
Whatever you identify as a shoe is a shoe. Whatever you identify as a woman is a woman.
I love this fucking podcast, by the way. Just to be a fucking audience member. I love that we can turn a stupid fucking question into discourse.
Like, yeah, exactly.
We're good at that.
So, right. I mean, but that's how it goes. That's yeah.
All right.
Yeah, speaking of stupid questions, I guess we got one more left, huh?
Let's nail it.
Let's go.
Let's nail it in about 30 seconds. Do it.
So here's a question, guys, and I wanted to get a little more philosophical with you. I wanted to play in this space, and I wanted to see how you guys play in this space. You see, because I've had a long-standing belief that there is if nothing else, an amount of energy that can be tied to inanimate objects, right? So, going off of that logic, at what point do said inanimate objects lose this energy, or, for lack of a better term, personality?
As soon as you grow out of imaginary friends.
Well, no, okay.
Hold on. I need a clarification. I have a clarification.
Please.
Are we discussing this, accepting this thing as real and having that conversation? Or are we dealing in reality where you're asserting that this is real? Because
I don't think there's a distinction.
If you're asserting this is real, we have this conversation is going to get ugly. If we're just going to deal with like a fantasy possibility,
you don't think
how this
personalities
object, bruh.
As a kid, I would treat this thing real nice if I wanted it to work good. And I would fucking, say fucking thank you to the dude in the mirror for letting me poop in peace.
Yeah, you can thank you.
There was weird shit I did because I was a stupid fucking kid, and I don't anymore because I'm a grown fucking adult. And I don't think that Woody is gonna fucking stop moving when I come into the room just because he's hiding his secret life. I think
you can kiss your pocket pussy and tell it thank you if you want to, bro.
You deep tongue your pocket pussy as a show of appreciation.
You can give your dildo a big old hug, dog. It's all good.
So, okay.
Explain your point of view.
Let me pause it then.
I'll pause it.
If
I'll pause it.
I were, just to bring back a previous example, to mistreat my iPhone.
Yeah.
Right? It would no longer work in the same regard, and eventually it would become in disrepair.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
From mistreatment or abuse.
Okay.
Now, that being said,
I gotta put the bong down for this one.
I think that can be applied to anything. Literally anything. And because of that,
are you positing that the iPhone has a soul?
I was getting there.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is I believe because all things are affected by a level of care that, and because not all things are made equal, that it inherently gives objects personality.
We're all carbon, brother. Come on now.
Bro, I love you, bro. Okay.
So
So just because I can break shit, that makes the shit I could break
No,
have a personality?
It's deeper than that.
okay.
It's the reason why your lighter only works sometimes, or the reason why your TV can be finicky even though you just bought it, or name it.
You're talking about complex tech that can fail.
Okay, I'll give you a historical reference. Since the days of boats.
Dude, our crops have not been going. When's the last time you fucking sacrificed Artemis? I can't hunt shit lately, dude. I gotta get a couple more sacrifices in on my girl already.
So you think a wooden spoon has a personality?
Yes.
What kind?
Depends on the spoon.
Okay, all right. Let's fucking all right. Definition of personality
Oh shit, Webster.
is
I like that 15 minutes ago. He was talking about how we can't really define anything, but that's fine. Go on.
Yeah, right.
No. Again, the definition of something is just based on what is socially accepted.
I'm being a shit homegirl. Go off, Queen.
Okay. So socially accepted definition of personality is the unique, enduring set of traits, behaviors, and thought patterns that define an individual and influence how they interact with the world. A spoon does not have thought patterns and does not have behaviors.
Okay, so shy of thought patterns, I'd say.
I don't think
behaviors
a tool can interact with the world. I think only somebody using a tool can interact with the world.
Does the tool not rust?
What?
I think that's the rust interacting with the tool, though.
Yeah. It's just
the
wear
tool's
and
not
tear.
like, hey, rust.
It's like water falls on the thing and makes the canyons. That doesn't mean the canyons made a decision.
Yeah, reactions aren't decisions.
Yeah, a personality is how you behave. A spoon doesn't behave. It just
I think that's what it comes down to. Reactions aren't decisions. Because if you put a spoon into a brick and try and ply it out and the spoon bends, the spoon didn't decide to bend.
It's physics.
The brick bent the spoon.
It's physics.
The reaction of the physics bent the spoon.
Right. There was no decision. There was no decision made other than you with your personality.
How do you explain in that particular example why one spoon from the same set bent immediately, but the next spoon you tried actually got the brick out?
It was hardened differently.
Yeah.
But they're all from the same set. They're all pressed from the same machine.
There was something. There was something.
So does that not qualify as a characteristic deep enough to consider a personality?
I don't think characteristics are really personalities either, because there's no choice being made there. There's no inaction of will.
There's no thought
there. There's no thought.
It's just like, it's like
the way it is. It's a reaction to the environment, and
what you're talking about
go into that situation.
Right,
if
it's
it
the behavior
brick,
of the object.
It could be the mortar. It could be the last spoon bending, pushing it just enough. It could be a number of factors, but none of that is the spoon deciding to pull harder.
Right. It's the quality. It's the quality of the object.
If it doesn't get a decision, it doesn't have a personality?
I think so.
Correct. Yeah.
So plants.
I think plants have personality.
I don't think plants.
They chase towards it's an instinctual personality.
I don't think plants have a personality either.
That's fair.
Right.
I think
because if you're going off of that definition, they don't get a choice, they just do.
Yeah, it's reactionary.
how do you right?
Yeah, it's a reaction.
Yeah,
Okay,
I don't
but-
think.
but-
Plants have energy. Plants have energy, but I don't think they have a decision-making process or an ability to express
Yeah, I
themselves.
forgot we're coming back to personality too.
Right.
That's what I'm trying to say. Is I have a hard time seeing how certain characteristics don't make up a personality, despite the lack of decision-making skill, I guess. Because I feel like
that's what
like
personality
plants,
is.
for example, or like a
Yeah.
lot of reptiles don't really have decision-making skill, but they do have personality.
Well, they do have decision-making skill.
Yeah, I feel like
They make
a
decisions.
personality is determined by decisions.
Yeah, they make decisions. They
So
decide
if
to
the
be
decision is
chill.
all based on instinct, then it's not really a decision.
No, it's
Yeah,
still a
that's what I'm
decision.
saying. That's why I decided plant doesn't have one.
Right. So then a lot of
No,
lizards wouldn't either.
no,
A lot of
no,
reptile brains
no.
wouldn't either.
No. So there's a distinction between animals and plants. Plants move without making a conscious decision. They have no consciousness. They have no ability to put things together.
Yeah, their nervous
A
system.
lizard
whatever
decides
it does.
a lizard decides whether to be skittish or not. A lizard decides whether to be aggressive or not.
Whether
Now
to go
that's
to that
heavily-
sun patch or that sun patch. Whether to
That's heavily
fucking stay in
influenced.
this area.
That's heavily influenced by instinct. However, you can have two lizards. One decides to just chill in your hand, and the other one is like, fuck that, and runs. And that's
Sure.
like, that's their person. That's a reflection of their personality. Now, I will say a lizard has a less complex personality than a dog, and a dog has possibly a less complex personality than a human.
Right.
But as creatures with decision-making skills, they do have some level of personality. Whereas plants don't really have personality. They just react. They just act and react. They don't make a decision. They either grow or die. Right? They're not like, oh, should I be more shy today? Or should I be more
Yeah,
flamboyant
they're
today?
not afraid of predators and deciding to move to the left now. Like
Right.
they're using the fucking they're reacting to the environment and different fucking characteristics of the spot they're in
without
to-
making a thought, without making a decision. And then inanimate objects don't even have the ability to grow or react. They just are. They have no life. So there's not even like the slight gray area that you get into with plants doesn't even become a factor in regards to inanimate objects, because inanimate objects just are. If you walk away, that inanimate object will stay there. There's no chance of growth or decision or anything. It's just
unless the environment acts upon it.
right. It only receives, it doesn't emit.
Yeah.
All right, but
Does
I
that
think
make sense?
one more example I could posit.
Okay.
Does that at least make sense? I don't have
No,
to
I
be
hear
right.
what you're saying, and the worst part is I think I even agree a little. But so in the heart of the cards, now I've played Magic for almost as long as I've been alive. And I
Okay.
can tell you that my deck never works half as good, whether it's on arenas or physical, unless I believe in the heart of the cards. Now, Yu-Gi-Oh! The anime, the original, taught me this. And I learned.
Oh, hold on. Big motion to show editing. No, I'm kidding.
No, I I have a really hard time. Like, all jokes aside, I have a really hard time not, I guess, assigning personality to my inanimate objects, and maybe to me, that just kind of helps assign a level of care that I may not have given it otherwise.
Well, and I mean, I let people practice Christianity around me. Like,
well, right,
have your beliefs,
and
man.
to me, it's the same kind of thing where, like, I have. Sorry to the audience, I have always had a hard time subscribing to any religion. You know what I mean? To
I'm
me,
not sorry. Fuck them.
Me neither. Yeah. If you need that for your morals, fuck off, dude.
But my whole thing is you
Get better parents.
You shouldn't need a book or a man in the clouds or many men in the clouds to tell you how to be a good person. I think it all boils down to the person themselves and what they want to do.
Don't be a prick.
Pretty much.
It's all decisions.
Yeah. So
A
I
rock
guess that would
can't
be
be a
the point
prick.
then, is inanimate objects don't have personality.
They can't subscribe to a religion.
A rock can't be a prick.
A rock can't believe in God.
A rock is just a rock. It's not a douchebag. There is no douchebaggery.
Now, what about the rock that was under my skateboard wheel? That rock is a douchebag.
You assigned a douchebag to that rock.
Yeah, that rock was doing nothing.
Prescribed a douchebag upon that rock.
No.
You decided
Okay,
to hit
that is blame shifting.
it.
That is you giving the personality to something else because you don't want to take responsibility for your own actions and or decisions. And I think that might actually be, now this is me psychoanalyzing, so don't, I'm not a fucking psychiatrist, right? But I think it's possible that what you're doing by putting a person, attaching in your mind a personality to your objects. Okay, so what I was saying is I think that what you're doing is you're assigning personality to your objects as a way of like a coping skill. Because if you view your objects with a personality, it helps you focus and helps you take care of them, because now they have the importance of a person.
It's a
whereas if they don't have a personality, it becomes, both of us have ADHD. I lose my shit all the time because I don't give a fuck. Like, I just don't. It's an inanimate object. I don't see it as any value other than its monetary value. And that makes it hard for me to keep track of shit. It makes it hard for me to care for my game controllers. It makes it hard for me to care for my headphones. In 2 years, I've had 3 pairs of these things. So you've developed a coping skill that helps you treat your shit better. And it just so happens that it's a skill that's being used illogically, like if we're talking about accepted reality. See, I'm a firm believer that we all have our internal realities, what's real to us, and then there is a accepted reality that we all negotiate through in order to interact.
Yeah, because we live in a society, there is the idea of ours and ours, or mine and ours.
Right. So if something's real to me and something's real to you, if you truly see the personality in your stuff, I'm not knocking that.
Yeah,
but if you're trying,
but it's not going to mean anything. Like,
but if you're trying to then
that's
take,
why I likened it to Christianity.
If you're trying to then take that and say that we need to accept this on as the accepted reality, and we all should treat all objects like they have personalities, no, go fuck yourself.
Because I would never push my beliefs onto others.
Right. But you have to push some of your beliefs onto others, right? Otherwise, you're not going to be living in a shared reality.
Right.
Right.
Now,
like we all
is inform, not push, I guess.
Right. But we all accept that gravity or some force that pulls shit down is real for everyone.
Everyone is anger.
Huh?
It's because we sinned. It's his anger pulling us back down to earth.
Don't give me an don't give me an aneurysm. I'll fucking lose my fucking mind. But yeah, I mean, but I do think that there's something to that where like you attribute personality to the objects as a way of coping with maybe other things beyond ADHD. Maybe there's like certain traumas, or you attach to your things because maybe like shit got taken away a lot as a kid, or like different other things. And so you are creating a coping mechanism in order to hold on to and care for those things. And I could definitely, I see the utility in that because I lose my shit all the time, even shit that like I really fucking wanted to keep. Like, I can't, don't trust me with like family keepsakes and shit. It gets lost.
Welcome back to Prophet's Backdoor Pilot, the armchair, where we just really dig into it. What's up, Doc?
But I think it's cool.
Yeah.
I think you thinking that way about your stuff is cool, and I just wanted to point that out.
Yeah, no, it kind of started when I got big boy money, and I'm not trying to play into the armchair therapy.
When I was born,
it all started. No, it's I think it's actually derived from growing up very without means, for lack of a better term, where everything really had to count. You know what I mean? And once I started making my own money and like being able to afford my own things, which for me started at about age 15, it became a whole different thing where like this wasn't just a cell phone anymore. This wasn't just a blah. It was this thing that I worked X hours for and had to do this, this, and this, and it helps me do this, this, and this.
And it behaves differently
in my purchases,
and it behaves differently according to
my level of care and use. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So
no, I see the logic. Like I see the thing.
I used to think exactly this way when I was a kid.
See, and I didn't develop it until later.
Yeah. It's like I've got to treat this shit right because it's got to work for me and it's got to treat me right. And so,
well, and you know what? I think this is really good to go in on because I think a lot of fucking people out there probably have some sort of similar view of their shit. You know what I mean?
Well, and to tie it all in, sorry to cut you off, but this was a point I was trying to make earlier. Actually, is dating back to the existence of like ships and things. They were always attached with like a she or a her or a something like this. It was always like back then. It might have been more of a demeaning thing because women were treated as property. I see that, but I do believe there's still something to be said for if at minimum assigning personality to at least a mechanical object in the way that its behavior can be altered depending on level of care and things, and that can be unpredictable. Now, not saying it makes a choice, because that's what makes personality.
Right.
Um,
But see,
but
I think so. You're right in that ships were given personalities. I think that that's also a coping thing for people on the ship. They give the ship the personality because when you really fucking think about it, everything you're on the ocean, you're dealing with really fucking dangerous situations, and it's chaos. Whatever
right,
happens is chaotic.
right.
And so that's scary. Having your life being at the whim of chaos is cripplingly fear inducing. And
To anyone.
so putting a personality on the ship and being like, come on, Betsy, like we can do this together. Like, let me treat you right and you'll treat me right,
I
gives
see
you a
sort of
sense of
coping.
control. It
Right.
gives you a sense of control over the situation, when in reality, the ship doesn't have an identity. You're just giving it to the ship because you don't want it to be your responsibility.
This spoon has dug out many bricks, and he's very good at it, and will continue to. Or,
Yep.
yeah, it works.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think there's a psychological reason why assigning personality to objects is such a common thing. And if that's what works for you, that's what works for you. But it's not something that we could accept on a, this is how we function in reality.
Well, and again, I'm not the kind of guy to force my beliefs. I don't
Right.
think anyone
Yeah, of
needs or
course.
wants that.
But sorry, go ahead.
Oh, that's okay. My whole train of thought derailed. Jesus Christ.
Oh.
Go ahead.
What I was gonna say is, if what you think was real, like for interpersonal reality, then we would have to like change laws for how we treat inanimate objects,
Right.
because now those inanimate objects have identities. And
Right.
so like hitting a ball with a baseball bat is now an act of violence. Like
cheating on your AI girlfriend. No.
Like, you know how vegans make arguments for like the treatment of sentient beings for animals?
Mhm.
There'd be other people making those same objects for inanimate objects, or
I mean,
making
they
the same
are
arguments for inanimate objects.
Yeah.
If there's people out there doing that, then they need help.
Yeah.
Serious help.
I agree.
But yeah, no, I think that was interesting. I learned something.
Yeah, I think there's been some interesting discourse. I think there's been a little bit of salt, a little bit of vitriol in the air, and I think
Sorry for my condescension.
Oh no, I
we had
liked
fun
it.
here.
I think it makes the discussion more interesting when we can be little shits to each other.
Fair enough.
And I
So
hope the audience agrees.
in summation,
Yeah.
we talked about where it sucks to die, right? Numero uno. We talked about the best thing to sleep next to, that you can't fuck. And do objects have personalities?
Okay. We did a sweet recap, sort of.
That was everything. That was everybody.
Well,
and I thank you for joining us here on this couch.
I've been Jaden.
T-Dog.
Profit.
And if you got
Please.
nothing nice to say, come join us. We're here
Yep.
once a week.
Once we've got
Yep.
socials and whatnot, we'll put those here.
Right
Yep.
there.
And there.
Save.
And there.
And there.
So wait, okay. You're a wizard, but all of your spells are activated through WWE wrestling moves.
You're a chorizo-based wizard. Oh my god, yes.
Oh, dude. Oh, dude. Oh, I could build this. I could build fucking WWE spells.
That
Oh,
sounds
fuck.
so fun.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck.
The RKO.
That's what the fucking second half of Shrek is. You gotta fucking wrestle because he does the fucking wrestling scene. I have him built with a drop kick. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's Attorney. Oh shit, the king gave up. Look, I can't kill the damn ogre. Oh shit. Oh shit. So I've got this campaign that's based off of Shrek. It's fantastic. It's one of my favorite things I've ever written.
I want to
fell off
be
my
Donkey.
Huh?
I want to be Donkey.
Oh no, you're against them.
Oh.
You're hunting
then
and
we're
killing them.
fucked. Then we're fucked.
Yeah.
I've killed him twice.
Yeah, he's done the campaign twice with other people. It's fantastic. But there's like a mic drop moment where most people find out it's Shrek. I do not walk in with that usually. And it's more fun that way.
I would definitely. So, are you against all the fantasy creatures?
For the most part,
You're against the main cast.
Yeah, it's been Shrek, Fiona, Donkey, the dragon, fucking
Farquaad was there first.
their kids, Farquaad.
I wanna be Ginger.
She could fucking let's get him.
Yeah.
Dude, that'd be so sick. I could totally build out a gingerbread man. See, that's how I like get this to new people. Is I build characters based off of fairy tales and then throw them into Shrek. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, if people want to see us play D&D, that'd be so cool.
Oh, that'd be fun.
That'd be so fun.
That'd be fun.
Oh,
I'm
so
down.
hard to edit, but so fun.
Have a dice cam and shit.
Oh man. Oh man.